We were attending on a Thursday night our grandson's graduation, Duncan, and after the service they had prepared some refreshments back in the fellowship area. So I stepped inside the washroom to wash some of the fellowship off my hands. As I was there at the lavatory, this gentleman, he had to be in late 70s, early 80s, very handsome, had on a hat like Jeremiah wears. As we were washing our hands, I hadn't said anything. The man turned to me and said, "That was a fine message the minister brought tonight." And I said, "Yes, it surely was." He continued to say, "I'm a pastor too." I said, "Oh, really?" He said, "Yes, I've been a pastor for many years." Now I told him, I said, that's great, man. Here you're a pastor. And I told him, that's great. I'm glad to meet you. He's talking so fast and he's so commanding that I'm not saying, all I'm doing is just responding to anything he says. And he said, "This old world's in a heap of trouble." And I said, "Yes, it is. The world's in sad shape." And he said, God's about to do something. God's about to do something. I said, "Yeah, God's going to do something." And he said, "God don't want to do something, but God's going to have to do something because it's getting such a sad shape. God's going to do something, not that he wants to, but he's going to have to." I said, "Yeah, God's going to do something." And I'm telling you the truth, he was so wired up. And I'm listening and responding to what he's saying, and I could hardly get a word in because he was just pumped. And finally, as we opened the door to go out, I'm ahead of him. And I thought, well, I need to at least say something. So I turned around. He's right there behind me. And I turned around and reached out to shake his hand like, we're closing this conversation. And I said, I just want you to know that I'm a pastor too. Oh, man. He shouted. You could hear him all over school. "I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Man, I'm telling you, when you come in this room," he said, "I saw you." He said, "There was a holy glow on you." He said, "You had a smile on." I knew you was a man of God when I first saw you. He said that when I started talking, he said, "You just kept on listening to me. You just kept on listening." I said, "There's something about that man right there. There's something about that man right there. Oh, I knowed you was a man of God when I first laid eyes on you." I said, can I tell you something? He said, "Oh, yeah. What you tell me?" I said, "God has big plans for you." He said, "What?" I said, "That's right, sir. God has big plans for you." You would think that would just set him off. I'm telling you the truth. When I told him, when he asked me what, I told him the second time, he liked to knock me down getting out of that washroom. As he went past me, he's running. He said, and remember now, he's like 70, 80 years old. He said, "I got to go tell my girlfriend."